Hey Bessie, so here's a quick tutorial on the Baeflix TV box. I had my prints printed at CVS because they were currently running a sale, and I did download the templates that I have available that you did purchase, and I had them printed on a poster adhesive, the 12 by 18. So you can definitely go up or you can go smaller. I chose to do that one since they were running a sale on that size. And so right here, you see me just laying it out on my poster board. And then I'm going to go around and use a very sharp X-Acto knife along with my ruler to make sure I get those straight edges. And then I just kind of trace around. You got to be really careful that you are cutting straight so you don't mess up your actual images there. And so then you're going to see me actually go in and I'm going to just kind of lay everything out. And I like to measure my items so that I can make sure that everything is lining up. Depending on how much stuff you're actually going to put in your TV box, you may want to make your bottom a little bit wider so that everything can fit. And then keep in mind that this is foam board, so you don't want to put too many items, especially if they're heavy, unless you're going to reinforce it. So I went ahead and went with this size because I knew I was just going to put a pillow and blanket, etc., in there. And so what I find that is the easiest for me is to assemble the back part first. So I'm going to put the sides on each side. I'm going to glue those together, and with the hot glue gun, definitely be careful and you have to work a little fast to line those up. And I would definitely do a dry run with your TV box. So before you start gluing, just kind of lay it out and just make sure that it's lining up the way you want it before you start with the glue. And then, of course, with the hot glue, you got to give it a few minutes so it can set up before you kind of start moving it around. And then, like I said, just go ahead and put the two sides on it first. And that's what you see me doing here in the video. And also, word to the wise, make sure that your image is not upside down on the sides. I can't even tell you how many tumblers I put together, and I did it upside down. And of course, after you press it, it's too late. So um, hot glue is a little bit more forgiving. So you see me just kind of setting. Oh, also, make sure wherever workspace you're working on that you don't have any hot glue because you don't want to lay your image down and then it gets on the front of your image or even on the sides. And so I'm just making sure that I'm placing it where I want it to be. You don't want your sides to come up higher than your front, and I intentionally assembled mine like this because I wanted to make sure that you could not see the sides from the front of the TV. I wanted everything to kind of be hidden. So I did size mine to have like a little indentation coming up. So the front of the TV is actually longer than my sides are going to be. And so we're just going around. You got to work really, really fast, like I said, and make sure that you get the hot glue all the way around. Again, this method works best for me, but whatever works for you guys, definitely do your thing. And then I also did kind of mark on the back of my TV too where I wanted to sit my sides and the bottom part of it. And then I'm just kind of pressing down, not too hard, but enough to make sure that the hot glue is adhering to the back side of the TV as well as the sides and the bottom. And then we're just going to run a line of glue all the way around on both sides and at the bottom part. And we're going to get ready to assemble and put the back of the TV on. Now, this is totally optional. I did give you guys the template for the back to have the hearts on the back, but if you want to leave the TV blank, you can definitely just go ahead and cut you a piece of foam board and leave it blank and just assemble it that way. I just like to be a little extra, so I gave you guys that option as well. And like I said, I kind of marked my foam board so I knew exactly where I wanted to sit it. With the dry run, I set both pieces, the front and the back, up because the front of your TV does have legs on it. So you want to make sure that if it's sitting on a table or anything like that, it will sit up straight, as you can see. So keep that in mind when you're lining up your TV. So we're just kind of checking it out, making sure everything looks good and that the hot glue is glued all the way around. And of course, just kind of patting yourself on the back because you just did an awesome freaking job. And so now what I'm going to do is, of course, get our remote. All I did was took some two-sided tape that I got from the Dollar Tree. Gotta love it. And took those three pieces and just kind of stuck them on. And you can pick whichever side of your TV you want your remote on, if it's the left or the right. And what I love about the double-sided foam tape is it gives it a 3D look as well, because it's not just flat on the actual TV box. It's going to kind of come out a little bit, so it gives that 3D effect. Also, some of you guys may ask, well, I see you use black foam board. Definitely your preference. I went with the black foam board. That's what I had on hand, but you can definitely use white. And the foam board did come from Dollar Tree as well. So, but if you want to go over to Hobby Lobby, you can definitely grab it from Hobby Lobby. And that's it, besties. All you have to do is fill it. Make sure you tag me. I want to see what you came up with.